make sure that that courthouse is secure at the end of the day.
Wolf telling Fox News the drawdown plan can begin if the safety plan works. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
Balance of Nature, it's the greatest thing in the world. I can't imagine where I would be without it. You know, I feel 20 years old again, and I want to continue to stay in shape. I understand the oversaturation in the market and the resulting cynicism that people have, but Balance of Nature works for anybody and everybody. And as much as it's a today product, it's a product for the future for me. I am the most satisfied customer in the world. I don't know what I would do without it.
Don't wait to see what getting over 10 servings of whole fruits and vegetables every day can do for you. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Start your journey to better health today by calling 1-800-2468-751 or by going to balanceofnature.com. Again, that's balanceofnature.com. And make sure to receive this special radio offer by using discount code USA.
In USA Radio Network financial news, the Dow was up 160 points, the S&P gained 40, and the NASDAQ added 141 points. The latest on the Fed Reserve policy meeting ended with no change in the central bank's benchmark interest rate. USA Radio Network's Chris Barnes reports.
Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the decision to keep the key rate at near 0% is because of the continuing pandemic, which he calls the biggest shock to the nation's economy in modern history.
We have held our policy rate near zero since mid-March and have stated that we will keep it there until we are confident that the economy has weathered recent events and is on track to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals.
Powell also saying the U.S. economy is on an extraordinarily uncertain path right now because of the ongoing outbreak.
Republican Congressman Louis Gohmert of Texas tested positive for COVID-19. Gohmert was tested on Wednesday. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Working from home? I'm Chad Dodd, veterinarian and consultant to Limp Bells. Here are some tips for keeping your dog fit while staying at home. Find 15 minutes twice a day and walk your pet at a decent pace around your place. Play hide and seek by hiding some kibble or favorite toys and letting your dog find them. If you have stairs and your dog is mobile, walk up and down twice a day for 5 to 10 minutes. Or better yet, try a power walk on your terrace or backyard for some fresh air. There are more helpful pet care tips at youmove.com, spelled youmove.com.
President Trump's Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin are meeting with Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. The big thing being discussed is a new stimulus plan, which Democrats are not happy with, but according to Republican Senator Marco Rubio of Florida, there's not a plan they would be happy with.
Yeah, look, I mean, anything we put out, the Democrats and Chuck Schumer were going to attack. Let's not forget there's an election in about 2.5 months, and they want to win those seats. So we could have taken their bill and filed it, and they would have said, well, it's not good enough. We want more. That's just a part of the political game. Ultimately, look, this bill touches on a lot of bases and things that we need to do. The way this place works is we can't pass a bill without Democrats supporting it as well. And we obviously have to get it through the House, which is controlled by the Democrats, and it has to be signed by President Trump, who's a Republican. So this bill is going to have to touch a lot of things and do a lot of things. It's not going to be easy to get there, but I believe we ultimately will. I don't know if it'll take 2 weeks or 1 week or 3 weeks, but it'll take a little bit of time. But we have to do something, and that's why I'm confident that we ultimately will do something that's meaningful.
Rubio speaking there on Fox News, and Election Day is less than 100 days away. And one group of voters might have a lot more power than they realize. That's young people. This November, one study found that millennials and Gen Zers will make up 37% of the electorate, which is higher than any other group. Voter turnout among 18 to 29-year-olds have skyrocketed since the 2018 midterms. For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.
The following is an America Matters Media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
And welcome to this week's episode of City Talk with About Town Deb. I am your host, Debbie McCarthy, and we are a production of America Matters Media, home of quality conversation, and we will be conversating And this time, as you can see, I'm not on the set. I am actually in Carson City at this amazing Italian restaurant, which our food is coming. So that's why our masks are off. We're going to be eating. It's Mangia Tutto. Did I say that right?
Nailed it.
Oh, nailed it. It was, yes. And Richard is the amazing owner, and he's been such an amazing host, and we're so grateful to be here. So I'm sure I missed a few things because I have all this, but you know what? If you want to call in, you can just text us. Text me at 775-741-2596. And you can find us on the web at americamatters.us. That's americamatters.us. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/AboutTownDeb. Whew, I think I got most of that out. So we definitely want you to follow us on Facebook, and we're also we're live on YouTube as well, and all that kind of stuff. So Carson City, visit Carson City. I just want to you know me, About Town Deb. I love to be about town. So I'm just gonna, instead of talking about what I did the last few weeks, because I have no idea. I'm just gonna be, these girls I'm like, do I have to go on Facebook and look? I don't know. I feel like I've had so much excitement since this morning that I can't even remember anything else. I've just had an amazing day. So I'm going to start with Lydia, and your last name is Bridgie. Mm-hmm. Got it right. So Lydia, what a great host you have been. She greeted us this morning and had a great plan, and she's going to tell us a lot more about Carson City. Chrissy Yabu, if you're a Reno, y'all know that we do a lot together. And Chrissy, KPS3 has, honestly, I have to say, biggest supporter, and you know that. So I'm very excited. We've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. So you came up with a great plan and a great, all the stuff we've done. So we will go into that. But we're going to be talking all things Carson City today. And being in Reno, it's like, how much Jazzy Georgia's manning Facebook, but I'm just going to ask her, Georgia, how long did it take us? Just shout it out. To get from my house to 40 minutes. So from Northwest Reno to the Carson Hot Springs, 40 minutes. Like, seriously, we should be coming here all the time. So I really like that. So let's just go right into Lydia and talk about Carson City. Like, what, I know there's tons of history. Do you have like a little tidbit that's history that's like your favorite tidbit about history first to start us off?
There's so much here. We're the capital, so I need so we can start there.
Okay.
Most people are in Vegas, no? So
that is
true.
Surprised.
You'd be surprised. But, the fairs we created here, March 27th. Kit Carson, who was kind of the whole area of the valley, named after so much. So you put me on the spot here, but
well, you talked about the fair as well.
Yeah.
Now, I had no idea.
Well, no. Never
I did not know that.
Very cute, but they actually went and then this we got hired by the Mexican band, which that's what inspired.
So is that how it got the name? I mean, like if it's a Mexican dam, Ferris wheel, I mean, how does it all?
Oh, and so the house is part of the Kit Carson Trail.
So we're gonna be doing that on Monday and on Saturday. No, it's Friday. I don't even know what day. I'm telling you, I literally, when we got here and we were greeted and we were treated, it was amazing. But going into the hot springs, and we had our own private hot tub room, and it was just nice just to kind of sit back and go and take a breath, because you know me, I'm always go, go, go. Even with a pandemic, I'm still going, but in a different way. And that's why this was nice, because I got to actually leave town for the first time and 40 minutes away and go to the hot springs and just breathe. And I loved how when we got there, they took your temperature and everything, like they waited, you couldn't all come in at the same time, and you showered before you went into the pool. And I didn't realize they actually empty those out every night. I did not, and they clean them and refill them up. So you can't really, and you're outside and everybody was respectful of each other. And in the pool, people kept their distance. So honestly, guys, I loved it. It was really great. Have you been there before, Christine?
I have, but
you know what? The private room is perfect because there's music playing in there and you could just it's so cool.
Yeah.
And you have your own little area with a bench. You can put your stuff and. Yeah, it was really good. So I totally enjoyed that, but also it was kind of fun to go outside afterwards. And then you're with people, but you're not with people. You're social distancing. And we were saying earlier, I was saying that I've been walking a lot, so I'm excited to talk about hiking trails. It's totally different than swimming. I was out of breath swimming. It was and I actually did a little video that we may not show because I was I couldn't talk. And actually there was a gentleman that was in the pool 6 feet away and he goes, because I was huffing and puffing, he goes, never mind. He thought I may need to call for help. No, he wanted to help. Anyway, but it was funny. But it's that time for our first break. So we're going to wind down and we're going to come right back. We want to remind you that we are also on Spotify and all that kind of stuff, Stitcher, all your favorite providers. And after the show, give us a little bit of time. You can rewatch it and you can reshare it as well. So it is About Town Deb with City Talk. Happy to be here in this amazing, relaxing restaurant with Italian. And we will be right back after the break, please.
You hear it all the time. Buy local, think local, eat local, choose local, grow local. But who the heck really is local? You can shop with locals at the Nevada Marketplace in the Reno Town Mall and search for locals at buynevadafirst.com. We're all local all the time.
Social Security is with you through life's journey from birth to retirement. As your life changes year to year, so do your needs. For over 80 years, Social Security has helped to meet your needs and is committed to improving access to the services that make a difference in your life. Today, you can verify your earnings, estimate your future benefits, apply for retirement, manage your benefits, and even change your address, all from the comfort of your home. Social Security's online services help put you in control with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense. I know I need to pay attention to my health, but I just can't seem to find the time. Between rushing to work and taking care of the kids, there's not much time left over for me. So I decided to start small by eating more fruits and vegetables and being more active. And then I got the family to make some changes too. We started by keeping a bowl of fresh fruit on the counter, and I limit the amount of sweet snacks I keep in the house. I've also found some creative ways to add more vegetables to our meals. We're taking more walks, and on the weekends, we head down to the pool at the rec center. It doesn't happen every day, but it does happen. You don't have to change your entire life to be healthier. Just make some simple changes and include your family. You'll see how easy and fun it can be.
You can make a difference. Eat smart, play hard. And when you do, your kids will too. A challenge from USDA.
I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but Miss Araceli, she gave me direction.
At age 47, Marco finished his high school diploma.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
If you see activity that seems suspicious, threatening, or criminal in nature, please speak up and say something. Anonymously report suspicious activity online at keepnevadasafe.org. Sponsored by a grant from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and Nevada Department of Public Safety. Learn more at keepnevadasafe.org.
GreatBasinHighway.com, Great Basin Highway Magazine, radio show. Visit GreatBasinHighway.com and sign up for a free online subscription to our magazine.
And when she knows Want to expand your advertising dollar? Sponsor this or any America Matters program by calling 775-827-8900, extension 2. Now back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk, and I'm About Town Deb. We are in our second segment. So now we're going to just dive into Carson City. So Lydia, tell us about what exciting things you can do here.
Locals for people in Reno or the Tahoe area. A lot of people haven't been here in a long time. Downtown, first off, is beautiful, even just to walk around. But also, there's the Capitol grounds, which you can walk around.
That's tomorrow.
We have the museum. So the State Museum, which is the top. We also have the Stewart Indian School, which is brand new. They just opened the cultural center, and it really is all.
So you're saying it's brand new? Like it's like a brand new exhibit or a brand
new museum? Yeah, the school actually operated from 1890 to 1980. And they have opened this museum earlier this year, and then COVID happened, and finally just reopened at the time. So, in terms of museums, we have some of the most incredible trails, I feel like, in this area. So we have a quarter-mile hike to a waterfall trail that you can park that's 5 minutes outside of town. We have First River Trail, which you're going to see that goes to the next museum that we talked about.
Yeah.
And it's just we're surrounded by tons of trails that are all levels. And obviously, mountain biking is a big part of our culture here.
Well, mountain biking's good. Yeah. I mean, I used to be a road biker, and now I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm walking. I'm a walker girl now. But the mountain biking is a pretty good, I mean, a pretty hot.
It is.
But anyway.
Events that happen here around obviously, stay tuned for that next year. But the Ashton Kings Trail is a favorite. Ashton Canyon area is one of the.
I had no idea even there was an Ash Canyon. I mean, I think there's so much about Carson City that is unknown.
Right.
It's like the whole city's a gem. Like, how do you even know where to start? So if you're brand new, like you've been in Reno forever. Like I've come to Carson City for an event or the governor's mansion for children's cabinet? Yeah, whatever, we would go there. But honestly, that's it. But now I am just shocked at so much culture and so much activity in the outdoors. Oh,
yeah.
So
the Carson Canyon Grill, like Eastgate Depot, which is where the Virginia City. It all starts there. You take the most funny ride onto the Carson Canyon.
I think I fibbed. I just fibbed.
Did you?
I think I've been on the B&T train. Okay. I think I have been on that. Do they have like a wine train? They do. I have been on that. Yes, I have been on that. So I did fib, explode. I have been there for that. So you can, that's like incredible.
Obviously, outdoors is what really people are right now. On top of the trail, we also have some trail, which is a historic walking towards the west side. See some really beautiful homes that have our map that tells history.
So with the Kit Carson, is it just a walking trail? I mean, like you park and it's like
you can drive it as well. Okay. But it's about 2.5 miles.
Okay. Get ready, Georgia. 2.5 miles. You got it. No cutting corners for this girl. I'm on it. But no, but yeah, that's why you want to walk it, right?
You can read all this.
Is it pretty much flat? I mean,
yeah.
Well, I know because like in Reno, we have a lot of areas where I'm at where it's up and down. So
beautiful.
Oh.
Also haunted.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Our ghost tour goes all through there.
Oh, there you go. You got to throw that in there.
Yeah.
I actually wanted me to go, so I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. Well, that would be okay with me. You know, it's okay. So continue.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. Okay.
Whether you're a fisherman or you're out to hunt or you're looking for our museum, our community has been incredible about keeping safety standards high here. And so whether it's a restaurant, I have never walked by that. So, we think
Right.
So,
Yeah.
still being able to see the sights and do it safely and help. We're small but mighty.
You are small but mighty. I have to say, at the museum, George and I literally, that's why I was awestruck and I didn't even know what to say, like what I did last week. The mind, like when you walk in the museum and you're in a real mine.
It's a total.
That is so. I totally felt like we were walking okay. I go, I think this is a real mine. I thought it was real. It was actually. I thought we did. We honestly thought it was real. I'm not. No, I know because I'm watching. I'm going, ooh, listen. Was this what it was like for them? And then and I was taking photos. I took a lot. You'll see them. I took a lot of photos, but it made me realize what it must have been like for the miners back then. No, it's funny because I was like, but Georgia, it was like this, there was probably dirt on the floor. She believed it too. We both did. No, but the history that's inside the museum. But when you go in, seriously, there was the guard was there, they greeted you, and there was the plastic everywhere, or not plastic, shields, and the hand sanitizers, and you do that when you walk in. And I was saying to Georgia, this is like, if you want to ever do a touristy thing or venture out, that's the perfect place to go. It's air conditioning, plenty of space, lots of social distancing. I felt like we had the museum, we didn't have it to ourselves. There's people but everybody was kind of spaced in the different rooms. And to see all the different, I had no idea that all the native animals,
right?
And the dossier, how do you say the dossier? Yeah. The gal who's right. So she's like, okay, if you go in here, you're gonna see all the stuffed animals. And I'm like, okay. That was really cool. So we really enjoyed that. Okay, I fibbed again. I have been to the museum when the kids were little.
Lots of drinking.
Oh my gosh. You need to keep coming.
You have the V&T.
Okay. But the Railroad Museum, I used to bring the kids when they were little. So you got to forgive me for that. They're now in their 31 and 20. So forgive me for that one. But no, that was and I would, and my dad. So my dad. So, and we were here for a pizza thing too. Okay. Okay. We have, and I was just, oh my gosh. I need to come back more. I just need to be ambassador. I have been here times. It was
just time for a refresh.
It was a refresher. But at the pizza place, there was a photo of you and my dad. Anyway. But my dad, I was like, I had no idea. The museum, he would have spent the whole day in that museum, and the memories that he would have had, it was incredible. I could just tear up. I wish I would have brought him here. Over and over again. He's here. But honestly, guys, for family outings and when you have family in town, this is such a cool, you can show your pride. This is our state. This museum represents us. How do you feel when you're in the museum? I mean, I felt like
I've learned so much. I have no idea. You're living it. So please spend time missing for basket weaving, even for me as a city color. In our backyard. So
it is in our backyard.
I encourage everyone to do that. The best way to get out safely and responsibly is to really think about what's just around the corner from you. And a lot of travelers are doing that.
They're staying closer to their home base.
But they're not that there's two little things to connect. We work with our small business community to really educate other and be corporate citizens of responsibility and safety. And you'll see that all around us in our communities. And I think that's important. It's really imperative that we support these businesses. Travel has been such a hard hit industry. One of the biggest impacts to And I think it's really important for us to think about supporting that, and also being cognizant of, what we're comfortable doing as travelers.
No, I totally get that. But I mean, I really was thinking, like, I didn't even know where to go. I've been wanting to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. And so when you brought this up, I'm like, yes, we need to go, because I feel like like you said, we need to support the local businesses and the restaurants and the everybody, not just the restaurants too, but the travel industry. I mean, you're a part of the travel industry, both of you guys.
Sure appreciate
no, I think that we all need to. So if you're listening, I'd love you to give us some love, and please like the Facebook pages of every place I visited. And Eric, thank you. He is going to be. He's, instead of putting them like every hour, he's going to space them out so we don't overwhelm you with a post and a post. But I'm really excited for you to keep following. It's going to be time for us to take another break. And when we come back, we might even have some cool appetizers, and we're going to continue our conversation. And remember, you were listening. We're also online, americamatters.us, and on AM dial 1180. You can always catch us live streaming on video at About Town Deb, my Facebook page. And just hang out with us. We will be right back. It's About Town Deb with City Talk.
At A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, we've been accomplishing happy feet for over 30 years.
We offer a various range of shoe styles and sizes for both men and women. From all-season shoes and orthotics to work boots and safety shoes, our professional and reliable staff possesses the knowledge to help you find the proper shoes to fit your needs. Hard to fit? Hard to find?
A Proper Fit Footwear is here to give our customers happy feet. We make people aware of potential foot problems as we're sizing their feet, suggesting the right arch support, and guiding them to the proper shoes for their needs.
Stop by A Proper Fit Footwear at 4001 South Virginia Street in the Reno Town Mall today, and allow the owner Mike Jones and our fabulous staff to find the perfect pair of shoes tailored to your specific needs.
A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, the home of happy feet, where comfort and your feet meet.
Hi, this is Eddie Floyd. Let me tell you about my favorite non-profit public charity, Wainema Wild Horse Sanctuary, located on the Forsyth Ranch in Hallelujah Junction area. And please go to www.wainemaranch.com. That's WYNEMA ranch.com.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with a sun protection factor, or SPF, of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. UVA rays age the skin, UVB rays burn, and both cause cancer. But the perfect sunscreen doesn't count if you use it wrong. Don't need sunscreen on a cloudy day? Wrong. 80% of UV rays still get through the haze. Only use sunscreen at the beach? Nope. Anytime you're outside, UV rays attack the skin, so you need protection. And you have to reapply sunscreen every 2 hours. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Long ago, you wouldn't think of galloping on a horse while doing calligraphy, and you wouldn't have attempted to ride your bike while typing a letter. Yet you think you can safely operate a multi-ton vehicle while texting? Behind the wheel is no place to multitask. If you want to BRB, drive now and text later. Lives depend on it.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967. Unable to listen to the whole show? A recording of today's program will be available later today.
Visit americamatters.us and click on the podcast link. Now back to the show.
And welcome back. We are back for the third segment of City Talk, and I'm About Town Deb. As we mentioned in the beginning of the show, we'd love you to join us, join the party. Since I am About Town Deb, that means my town, your town, any town, let's connect. So that's why I love being about town, especially in Carson City, because I get to connect and oh my gosh, the business owners, I think I've already adopted everybody. I just fell in love with everybody. It's such a welcoming community.
I think that's our community is really unique. I feel like but it feels very much like a small hometown. You met three brothers today. Brewery, and there's the tour of the community. I think it's just you go anywhere. You meet a friend.
Well, they definitely, I have become like besties. I cannot wait. They have a second one that they're in the process of opening, and they were working on that today. So we'll be back for that. So we were talking about the museum, and then somehow topic came in my mind again. But I was just curious. I've heard that some fun facts when I was doing my research. I assumed that it was a gold mine. Are there like gold in these hills or what?
There is gold.
No, there's no gold.
Silver. There's a silver state. This is a raid from Silver State Foundry.
Oh, yeah.
Not in Carson.
Let me see. Oh, I love it. I want one.
Yeah,
I need to get one. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. We got show. Like, look it. We gotta like show. Can you go closer? Hold on. Let's see. Can you see that? Somebody do a thumbs up or something. This is a caprese. And then what's that? All of you do the meatballs.
Bread.
Oh, no bread. Meatballs are good. I'm going to put this over here for right now. So, anyway, so there's no gold in the hills. Kind of silver. Yes. So that was it. I just was surprised. I just assumed everybody. I thought we had gold. Yeah. Oh, that'll be really cool. So, Chrissy, what is your favorite adventure? If you had to pick anything, what is your favorite adventure?
Canyon.
So, what is it like? Is it a hiking? What
Yeah.
I have not been there.
It's either a light for sure. The last time I was there, there was actually somebody while on the other side of the waterfall, another one was taking Instagram photos of herself. So it's definitely a selfie place, but other than that, if you're not in that, it is really just beautiful. I like how you bring the cooler with you, have a little snack, take in the waterfall.
Can you go into what? Is it like a swimming?
You can walk across it, yeah. It's cold enough.
I mean, but do people ever do that? Okay,
Yes,
so maybe
actually they have. Some have taken the brave dip underneath.
I don't think I would take a brave dip.
I think it was the ultimate. We actually went to the canyon with Lydia and
oh my gosh!
So we all went up there. Yeah, it's just a great spot to picnic.
I can handle that. Georgia can handle that.
I have seen strollers being carried. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that's allowed. Check before.
Check the rules beforehand. What is your very, very, very favorite? And you're promoting all of
I'm
them.
so biased.
All right, two. You have like three, top three.
The other side of the trail, really. And that actually we kind of taking more to woods, and there's beautiful trails that go along the street. It's really a wonderful place to hike. kind of that area for just an event. It's such a great, beautiful little area where you probably.
So speaking of that, we're going to be strolling tomorrow night. And there's a lot, I had no idea there were so many antique places and little quaint boutiques. I'm excited for that. Do you have a favorite antique place?
I like
Morley's Books, okay.
I want the bar.
Which bar? What bar?
It's a store, but it's which is lovely. Actually,
right. Hear that?
There is. Hamilton's is a wonderful antique store that's really more.
So they're local, right? Because I think Mark Hannafin, who was is a priest, he was at St. Albert's. I think that's his family. I'm pretty sure he is. So I think that's really cool. So that kind of brings that close to me because that's my parish. So I love that. There was also a store called Avocado, something Avocado.
Purple Avocado.
And they're have got a lot of awards. And I said, there's supposedly the place to go. We're going to go there.
Okay. That runs the shop, and it's just a wonderful gift for you. It's just really cool.
Well, I'm excited to go there. Restaurant wise, share your favorites. Here, pizza. Yeah, like manja. We want to eat.
And we have Piazza, which just opened a couple of weeks ago. So it's great. Union, I mean, I have so many things, but if you love Thai food, basil.
Oh, we're going there for lunch.
It's so good.
We're going there for lunch. Yeah. And there's healthy options for breakfast, right? So where are we going?
LA Bakery's really yummy. I mean, yeah, you have to do your healthy.
I'm doing my healthy choices.
Yep. There's a lot going on with the dining. Yeah. Really downtown area is really thrive at and much like what we do in Reno with our having the chefs and that's all kind of happening here. Fun to check out some breweries and food. There's another place.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night.
Which is really like even old school diners and even certain steakhouse.
Oh, yeah. For those meat eaters.
Here as well. Not a railroad.
Oh, I was surprised about that. That I did not know. I did not know that. So that was interesting. And Mark Esty, speaking of culinary Reno here. So how many, does Mark have 2 here now?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
We have, so those are all tied in too, which are really incredible and we have experiences for sure. So.
Oh my gosh, there's just so much cool stuff.
There's a lot going on.
So how do we find out? I want to make sure we get lots of information out there. What's the best way to get in touch with you guys and to plan your trip? Is there like a planner on the website?
Yeah, we have. We're going to be continually updating. So visit carsonCity.com is where you can find all things Carson City, all of our restaurants, itineraries, our blog is updated really quickly, so you know exactly.
Yeah, and on the website, it also will share with you what is open and where to go. Yeah. So that's a great tool to use. Like when you're I was lucky, these guys planned it for us, but that's where you got to go. Like the website is great and your Facebook page is active. That's another way you can go. And that's okay.
Which is coming hopefully soon. But
well, so you guys need to check out the website, number one. If you're on Facebook like we are, go to their Facebook page. I will be having, by the time this is all done, I will have enough content for years. It's so much fun. And I will definitely be back because I want to, in about 3 months, the Hot Springs, they're going to have new mineral pools and by then hopefully it'll be open more. We could like use their saunas and stuff. We couldn't do that yet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that. But it's such a beautiful open space. It's really good. So when we come, it's almost time for break, not yet, but when we come back from break, we're going to find out and talk to Richard, and we're going to find out how this amazing restaurant came about, how long he's had it. And we need to take a bite. So we're going to take a bite during break because this is looking too good to not have a bite of this. So anything else you want to share? Oh, travel-wise. Well, you already said about, is there any other things that you want to share with us?
Well, definitely. Because
yeah.
I always like to do my research. What else is needed? What kind of connected cars there might be, just to make sure. Because not always, people, business are not always up to date, accurate these days. So it always is a really good idea to check everything out before you go.
Okay, so visit Carson City. Pretty basic. Visit carsоncity.com. So Christy is going to go have some food. Richard's going to come in for the final break and talk about this amazing food and his history here. And he loves Carson City just as much as we do. So we're excited. It is About Town Deb with City Talk. I already mentioned if you're watching online, americamatters.us, Facebook at About Town Deb, and on air at 11:80 a.m. Remember to like all of our Facebook pages, and we'll be right back at About Town Deb.
Businesses, writers, check this out. Go to lrpnv.com to get your printing, publishing, and professional services today. Need a virtual office? A place to receive and forward your mail with professional address and suite number for your business? Someone to answer your telephones? Want to rent a conference room for only $15 an hour? What about that book you've been wanting to have printed? LRP Printing and Business Center can do it for you, and they have a professional assistant on site daily, Monday through Friday. Just call 775-356-1004. Need copies, business cards, invoices, books, booklets, or graphic design to help brand you or your business? Just call 775-356-1004 or go to lrpnv.com. With a great selection of new and used books, you can get your printing done and a book to entertain you in your time off. And don't forget, you could have your business sponsoring the Bookhound Radio Show, just like Andrew Martoni, author of Little Man in the Map, does every week. Just go to lrpnv.com. That's lrpnv.com or call 775-356-1004. They'll provide solutions for your business and writing projects.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL. Opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
All right, crew, let's get her dug.
Honey, you want to give me a hand? I'm planting that tree, remember?
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project, so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. This includes natural gas and petroleum pipelines, electric, communication cables, and water and sewer lines. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
To join the conversation, call 844-790-TALK. That's 844-790-8255. Now back to the show.
And welcome back. We're on the fourth and final segment of this week's City Talk, and I'm About Town Deb, but I might have lettuce in my teeth, so excuse me if I do. As you can tell if you were watching during break, and if you're listening, sorry you missed out. Okay, Richard. This is Richard.
Hello, everybody.
Richard, are you also a chef? Are you the chef here too?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about this. This is like, I know it's a caprese salad.
This is a little easy to share. You've ever had that salad? You try to break it up like
just
3 or 4
take one.
people. It's always nice to know. We can
So is this? Did you like make that? It's so good. I'm sorry. It's so good. So everything is made fresh. Okay, this is worth the drive. So
we have meatballs.
let's show them. Oh, every day? Yes. So these are fresh meatballs. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Our soup is wedding.
Oh,
so wedding, so
this has a little bit of a zest. Is it like
sauce stuff?
So put that back there. So, Richard,
yes.
Tell us about this. Is incredible. You have a great spot right here, by the way. You have like lots of room here, and you have this patio out in the front. Is that workable?
No patio. Thursdays we have a group music group out there Thursday night.
Oh, I've heard of that. Oh, yeah.
So they come out pre-COVID. It was a professional thing, so they would invite friends to their.
I like that.
Kind of not a real jam night, but they're all professional. Nobody's going to go out there.
Yeah, I know. That's cool.
Super fun. It was great last year. We had musicians. It's truncated right now because of COVID.
That's okay.
We have 3 out there, 3 or 4 out there all the time, and bring up 1 or 2 people throughout the night. Thursdays are really a free weekend, so it's a fun night.
I love it. So how long have you had this? How long?
I opened up August 13th.
Ooh, awesome. Congratulations.
We moved here in 2015, and I drove my
I think so. And you're from Chicago? Yeah. Did you bring any Chicago-ness with you? Chicago. There you go.
Actually, the pizza that you would get in any neighborhood in Chicago.
Okay.
We also serve the deep dish pizza, which is prestige pizza in Chicago. That's a special occasion time for us back in Chicago. We do that maybe once or twice a year. But the special activity downtown Chicago. So I have a recipe and brought it here, and we serve the Chicago deep dish, but the salmon pie is.
How'd you come up with your name?
Manjo Tuto?
Yes, I like the Manjo Tuto. It's like Manjo. Does that mean hungry? Is Manjo hungry? Eat. Manjo.
So very familiar. Manjo Tuto means eat everything.
Oh, don't clean your plate. Because if you don't clean your plate, you can't come back. Take it home. Actually, speaking of taking it home, our hotel, my place, oh my gosh, it must be like an extended stay because there's a refrigerator and we have like this, it's a sink and there's a toaster and it's like, you're set, man. We might just hang out.
It's our newest hotel. Definitely
That's
having that.
Well, you do have a really nice hospital.
We do.
You definitely do. So that's nice to have my place. As I said, well, when the post comes out, if Eric, depending on how, poor Eric, I gave him like paragraphs to write like this much. And he's like, I think I wrote a book on each place because I was so excited. But when the blog comes out, I can share all those little personal things. But with the My Place, it became, now it's our place while we're here. So I feel like I am at our place. Like About Town Deb is home right now. And I mean, your hospitality, Richard, from the moment we walked in, you were so gracious. And I don't know, do you have like a family, tell us more. Do you have like a family story or something to share?
Oh, I wish I did. I don't.
No, I'm sure you do. Like, were you always like, you know, what's your favorite food? Italian?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Oh,
Or maybe you like, I don't know.
No,
chicken.
I don't know. Italian food is definitely again, coming to Carson, retired and came out to Carson City, looking for something else to do.
So what did you
I can't
do?
afford to retire.
So what did you do before you?
I worked in the casinos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so fit right in.
Yeah, between gambling, hospitality, since I was 18.
How long have you been cooking?
Before that, probably since I was 8 or 9.
So do you have a memory that you remember cooking as a child, maybe with your grandparents or your parents?
Oh, I said my grandmother taught me. Every Sunday was dinner at the house. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody showed up and you weren't there.
We love you. Do you feel like I feel like I'm at your dinner table. Do you not feel like that?
I 100% agree with that.
I honestly feel like I'm at your dinner table. I felt like when I walked, well, plus we were here greeted by Chrissy, was like right on target. Like, hello, I'm here. But even when we walked in, they were so gracious to us.
And at that point, I get it. When I said I would drive by the building,
It was like, this is mine.
Neighborhood Italian.
Oh.
Whatever we need. It's a challenging last 2 months like everything else.
So how are you doing takeout? So tell me what you're doing to manage all this.
So
Okay.
Curbside pickup if you prefer, order through DoorDash on our website. You don't want to get out of the car, we have this for curbside service. You can accommodate that. Full dining room, full bar, outside seating if you prefer. Unfortunately, I've taken about 6 or 7 people out.
But you know what? You're doing what is right. You're doing what you have to do, and you're providing a safe space for families and tourists, and anybody could just come here to enjoy an amazing pizza. And this, okay, health-wise, okay, this is my Deb's pick. Just gotta tell you, this is my Deb's pick. But I had it's really good. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen, but it's really good. Before I forget, though, I always give a shout out to Grandma B and to Aunt Glenda. So I always want to make sure I give you a shout out because I wouldn't be who I was without Grandma B. And if Papa didn't snag me up, who knows where I'd be, but I'm glad I'm here. And is there like something you want to share with us that's like about the plate or anything?
Well, again, everything is fresh.
I like that. Oh, you did not tell us that it was your recipe. We would have ordered that. Thank you. Okay. I like it.
Missing, so we brought it. So
what? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay. One of the we have a mature Chicago, but overall, come on and enjoy stuff.
I saw you have a pretty good wine. I saw some wine up there. Lots of wine.
Full wine.
I may have to just give you a little plug for some of. Amador wines, especially El Dorado wines. You want any expand to local wines? I can hook you up.
What's up?
I'm totally the El Dorado. Well, actually, you've got a bottle of Crystal Basin. I did. Yeah, so I'm going to bring you a bottle of wine the next time I come. Some El Dorado wine. Oh my gosh! So what's your website and where are you at?
ManjaTutoPizzeria.com. You can full menus on there. Events. There's a over that we have around there. Find it here. Monday through Friday, like I said, we're at 200 North Stewart, so right at half a mile from the Capitol.
Perfect.
Stewart Musser. So definitely walking distance for your Capitol walk tour and wander earlier. Lunch or dinner, please. Or just come have an appetizer. So
Just come in and say hi. They need to come in and say hi and become family. Because we are like manjing all the time now. This is amazing. Gosh, I can't believe how fast it goes. So Lydia, I would love you to give your information one more time.
You can Carson City at visitcarsoncity.com. We also have our visitor center at 16 North Carson Street, right next to the Nevada State Museum. So if you need brochures or the Kit Carson Trail walking app or anything that you need suggestions on, come in and see us. We're open 9 to 5 through Friday right now.
Okay, and I just want to say thank you to everybody here, to this whole town, and I can't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow, Jazzy, Georgia, well, tonight, we still have more fun tonight. We have a lot more to do and visit Carson City. We'll visit Carson City in Carson City, and it is About Town Deb with City Talk. Please follow me at About Town Deb. Next week is going to be a show where we just pull questions out of a hat. So you're going to have all week to ask us, or we even just throw phrases in there. We're just going to have I have more fun right now, though. So it's About Town Deb. Visit Carson City is my pick of the day, pick of the week, and I might just not come back home, but I will. Anyway, About Town Deb, see you next week. Thanks.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even